designed for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Forget about that phone number. It's the best of LoveLine. I can't tell you this, Dr. Drew, even though he's probably on vacation right now, having his nuts kicked around like a soccer ball by his domineering wife, he's still a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. So, now, without any further ado, let's hear the best of LoveLine. Hey, yo, LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Disney Concert Hall out here in Los Angeles. Went to the Symphony last night with the old lady. And saying how a nice usher girl stopped me from, gave me the green light on number one.
To go pee.
Give me the green light on the yellow. And then we got locked out. Roxy?
Hi.
Was that you, baby doll?
That was me.
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
That's
but
all right.
usually they start at least about 3 more minutes, like, after the time. So they'll start at, like, 8:08 instead of 8:05. So I really thought you were going to have a chance to go.
Yeah. That's all right. It's just my wife blamed me. That was the part.
She did. She totally did. When I went up there and said, "Oh, my God, I'm so sorry. Are you mad at me?" She said, "Oh, yeah, he's mad at you. He was just talking about how much he hated you."
Oh, what?
No, she didn't.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
She was kidding.
She was kidding. I was a delight to you,
Roxy, what?
You were such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Roxy, he doesn't know what he heard. What were the pieces that were actually? Who are the composers?
She doesn't know either.
Yeah, sometimes I'm so busy.
Who were they last night? Come on, I can't accept that.
Listen, Angie or Chris over here doesn't know both our names. He knows me. I'm not sure you are.
Roxy, you have no idea what the composers were last night?
No, I don't. I'm so sorry.
So disappointed.
Really.
Poor Roxy apologizing all the way around.
I know. I apologize for all kinds of things all the time.
Ooh, let's get into that.
Oh, come on, baby doll. How'd you get the gig as the usherette over there at the Disney Music Hall?
Okay, well, I started working there only because Bjork was going to perform at the pavilion across the street. So that's how I got that job. And then when the Disney Hall opened up, they just moved most of us over there. So I work at all the theaters there, not just at one of them.
Oh, okay. All right. And how many theaters do they have there?
Well, the Amundsen's, the Mark Taper, and the Chandler.
So you work at all those,
the Pavilion, and then the new Disney Hall.
That's a decent gig.
It's a great gig.
I could see
Yeah, you get to listen to great music all the time.
Yeah, that you never heard of and don't know what its origins are. But,
exactly.
These shows are paid for, like you do.
She's smart. She's wearing that blazer. It's looking good.
Yeah, that thing is kind of heavy sometimes, but
Yeah, you look good in a blazer.
It's warm.
Gray slacks. It's a smart look.
Little tie.
Well, they were
little
black,
tie.
but yeah.
Oh, black slacks. Sorry. I had a nip of wine. You know how it goes.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, I had to
Was he
drink.
stumbling in?
I had to numb myself. Do you understand?
He had two drinks before he went inside. One and one that he put down right before he went inside.
Oh.
When was he actually able to? When were you able to sneak him in?
I got him in 5 minutes after it started.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It
wasn't bad.
Good job,
Thanks,
Roxy. Thank you.
No, I didn't have 2 drinks. I had the 1 drink.
Yeah,
and then
she
I
doesn't know you had a bottle of
break.
wine before you got there with us.
Come on.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? All right, Travis,
Hey, how you doing?
you're 20. What's up?
Well, fun stuff. First, I just want to say you guys are great. I think you guys probably have about the most balanced outlook on life of anyone.
Oh,
So I've always
thanks,
been impressed
Travis.
with you guys.
Well, here, let me explain something about our what you call a balanced outlook on life, which is other people on the radio would have a balanced outlook on life if they didn't lie. They just lie about stuff because they can't. Here's the whole thing about radio.
It's not just radio. It's our culture, right?
Yeah. The people you see on TV, and especially the people you hear on the radio, have a persona that they have to keep up, so you don't really get who they are. Like, here's the whole thing. I shouldn't be talking about going to the Symphony. Do you understand? Because it doesn't bode well with my, young, stupid, misogynistic, whatever persona I should have to do this half of the radio. You understand? And Drew shouldn't say he's in favor of legalizing marijuana because it wouldn't work well with his persona that radio dictates he should have. Our problem is we don't really have that, and so it seems like we're sort of sensible, and the other people don't seem sensible. If you heard them off the radio, they would sound sensible, but they're not. They're cowards. They have to pick a strong angle. I don't really call it cowardly. What did you call it, Drew? They're insecure. They don't think they can be entertaining and sort of ride a fence.
Be real.
Yeah, they got to be black or white about something. If they're Republican, they have to agree with everything Bush does. They're Democrat, they have to agree with everything Kerry does, and that's it. And they don't actually think that way. That's just the way they have to sound on the radio. Thanks, Travis.
Yeah, no problem. I guess there's actually two questions. It looks like I'm a little more serious, but first, I actually had basically just a condom broke last night. Not really normally concerned because my girlfriend's on birth control as well, but I guess she was about maybe like 12 hours off 2 days in a row with her pills, and we're worried. How serious is that? Should we go to a doctor? Should we get a morning after pill?
So she earlier in the month she was 12 hours off twice, or
I guess these past few days she was late 2 days in a row.
There's not much you can do about that, really. It's going to be what it's going to be. She's probably fine. And I don't think
what about morning after stuff?
So have her double down? Basically, we're talking about her doubling up on her pills. She's already on her pills. Where is she in the cycle, do you know?
I'm not sure.
No,
good.
I just think it's going to work nearly as well as it's supposed to, just not exactly as well as it's supposed to missing it by a few hours like that. I don't think doubling down is going to add anything. I really don't.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
All right. What's the next question?
My other thing, I guess this is kind of a little history. I've been basically smoking, heroin, opium, whatever you want to call it, for about 6 months.
Yes.
Right.
And that's become a pretty serious problem. I've tried a lot of times to quit. I quit for a few weeks, and I kind of get drawn back because the withdrawals get pretty intense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not just the withdrawals. Once you get through the withdrawals, you're still going to go back, unless you get treatment. That is a absolute guarantee. Opiate addiction is the most serious form of addiction, and it does not remit by itself. And everyone has a fantasy belief, if I could just get through the withdrawal, then I'll be fine. Mm-hmm. The fact is, it alters permanently the motivational priorities of your brain, and that requires treatment.
Mm-hmm. It really does.
All right.
So go to NA. Go to NA, baby. See if you can get somebody, get some referrals.
How much can they do? Because I know there's a lot of drugs they can give you because it is an opiate thing. Is there stuff they can do to kind of ease the withdrawals at all?
Yeah, I treat it every day, but I don't treat opiate addiction outside a hospital. I just don't believe it's...
You don't do it out in the parking lot?
No, I require people to come in the hospital for it because it never works.
You mean just stay in the hospital?
Stay in the hospital for 5 to 7 days, and yes, it can make it very easy.
5 to 7 days?
Much easier, yeah.
5 to 7 days?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
For what?
For opiate withdrawal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. That's the thing that kills me. People have to go get general anesthesia and all this stuff. Opiate withdrawal, no problem. Get you through it.
But is there some sort of sober living or something they should go to after that?
Oh yeah, they need. That's not treatment. That's just getting them through withdrawal.
They go hang with you for a week and then it's off to the loony bin.
No,
bunch of guys chain smoking, putting stuff out in coffee cans. What is it, by the way, that these guys can't invest in ashtrays? You always see these guys, they're always sitting on the picnic tables. They got the trash, they got the coffee can, with some sand in it and stuff. They never just have regular ashtrays. I don't know what that is.
It's not cool. Ashtrays are not cool anymore. Those are from the 50s.
It's such a volume of smoking that goes on.
I think that's part of it, that the sheer magnitude would overwhelm any ashtray.
You can't have the Holiday Inn ashtray. You got to have just like a huge 5-gallon Sanka can there, a Hills Brothers can, or some of these guys always see them sitting out always sitting out on the picnic table just smoking.
It's good times.
The thing that's funny about when you see people go out and smoke, sometimes it's a social thing, but most of the time the only thing they have in common is the smoking.
Yeah.
So it's like 5 people sitting at a picnic table with their backs all turned to each other smoking.
My favorite place is the little bins at the airport they all have to go into.
I love that too. They should have, they're constantly beating on kids not to smoke,
Yeah.
They really need to arrange field trips to the airport.
Yeah, to see it.
You take them to the Vegas airport there. Look at it. they have it. It's really like a terrarium for smokers.
Yeah.
Like kids could come up, like, don't feed them, Johnny. Well, I got some extra honey roasted nuts. No.
Have you seen that 60s gate terminal at the United where they've got the outdoor bin?
Oh, yeah.
That's great. But
at least that's outdoors.
Yeah, but it's got high fences around it. It looks like a holding tank.
I like the box.
Yeah, the glass box.
The glass box. You can just go in and observe the smoker in his natural habitat. It's great. Like, they really should just throw like a tire swing in there, be like a monkey cage. You know, and everyone's just sitting there smoking. Everyone's just walking by and looking at him like, loser. You're so chained to your addiction you can't even make it out to the curb, you know, or you're getting onto the plane and you got to suck a butt up, you know. And of course, now however much smoke you're taking in when you're smoking a cigarette, it's got to be 70 times as much as soon as you. I mean, it's like firemen don't go into that kind of environment.
Why do you have to light up in there?
Yeah,
go and take a couple deep breaths.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Like if you're running low on butts, as a matter of fact, you just
save some money.
Break a filter off and just put it in your mouth and put like a funnel on the end of it.
Filters in your nose.
Two filters in your nose and then one with a funnel on the end of it, like a Dr. Seuss horn. You just sit there, just smoking everyone else's smoke. Yeah, it's great. I just love the glass thing, and there should just be a field trip. Kids should come up. They should line up. Take a look at the smokers, everybody. This could be you.
It'd be good.
Yeah. All right. And by the way, whatever's going around on that plane, I guarantee is worse than a couple of cigarettes from a respiratory standpoint.
True.
At the you're flying 18 hours into Taiwan. But some guys on the plane's got SARS. But believe me, there's something weird going through that plane. Whatever's going through that plane
Every
is worse
patient
going through
that I have, that I see that in my practice that ends up going to the Orient, to Asia, comes back with a respiratory infection every time they go.
Well, they smoke. They're all smokers. Corey?
Yes?
You're 16?
Yes.
At least in Vegas, they have slot machines in the smokers thing, so you can sit there and sort of double down on two addictions.
Is there a smokers thing in Vegas? Isn't it a smoking airport?
No, there's no smoking airports anymore.
Wow.
I don't think there's any smoking airports in the United States, but there is. Vegas has the cage.
Well, their cages are elsewhere too. There's some really
there's some great
ones.
Yeah, some great ones. All right, go ahead, Corey.
Hi, actually, I had a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you knew of any weight support groups in Maryland.
What
do you mean, overeating?
Yeah, correct.
What are you coming in at?
About 250, and about 5'11".
Mm-hmm. And you're 16.
Yes.
Are your parents big?
No.
They're not.
Well, my mom is, but my dad, he was in the Navy, so he's not like huge, but I mean he's average.
Carrie, you're overthinking everything. You got everything all figured out.
In the Navy, doesn't
it?
Listen, remember Gilligan's Island, the skipper? Fattest guy in the island.
He was in the Navy, too.
He was in the Navy. That's right.
Captain in the Navy.
Skipper. I don't know what the hell he was. He was drummed out for hitting a guy with his hat. True. What happened to people hitting people with their hat? Not
they
so
don't wear
popular
hats anymore.
Okay,
they don't wear hats.
All right, so Corey.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your diet. You eating a lot?
Well, actually, me and my dad are starting up this Body for Life program to hopefully that'll help me lose some weight.
All right, that's a good program.
So I play football and all.
How does that?
You do play football?
Yes, I do.
How does that program go? What do you eat?
It's just an exercise.
You eat 6 meals a day, and it's basically you try and eat as many or you try and even out your protein and carbs. So you try and get just a amount of protein and carbs, and
it's a pretty reasonable diet. A lot of exercise, a lot of cardio in it.
All right, and
the other options are get a dietitian and have them follow with you, or go to OA if you wish. But I don't think it doesn't sound like you need that kind of thing. You're a big guy.
What you doing? What position you play in football?
Tackle.
All right.
How small do you need to get?
Well, it's not how small. I'd just rather. I just want to lose some weight, so
that's fine.
I guess I'd have more confidence because later on I'd like to be going to the Marines.
All right.
This is all going to take care of itself.
Yeah.
This is what you call baby fat, I bet you.
Yeah, and listen, they'll take whoever rolls into that recruiter's office. Like we have a very stringent test. You're in. It's like the smoker's pen at the Vegas airport. Like, here's what you need to get in. Feet. That's how you get in. The initiation is you walking into the recruiter's office.
Actually in.
We'll take you. Yeah, I would imagine.
For the Marines?
I would imagine now, especially with everyone being recruited. I mean, all these guys that are in, these guys are all being called up, Yeah. The guys, they thought they're putting in a weekend a month for a couple of years, and next thing you know, you're in Iraq. And by the way, that's got to be just bad timing. Because you go into the reserve and you figure, look, with medical, dental, I put a couple of weekends in.
We figure most are going to be called up for public, for National Guard type duty,
Yeah. Yeah, there's a little looting going on. I got to hop in the back of a Jeep and drive down Beverly Boulevard. But no, you're in Iraq.
Get on your knees, scumbag!
Oh, that's got to suck. All right, let's talk to Carly, who's 24. Carly?
Yes?
What's up, baby doll?
Hi. Oh, my gosh. I love you guys both.
Yeah, thanks.
I wanted to... It's funny because the call you took is kind of on the same lines as mine. I wanted to ask Dr. Drew some questions about therapists and confidentiality.
All right.
I wanted to talk to one about, I guess, an eating disorder, and I just didn't know if they thought something was life-threatening. Could they get outside help and, commit me to a hospital?
Yes, if they thought your behavior was going to kill you, or that you were actively trying to kill yourself, yes, eventually you get help is brought up to you.
What are the rules with that?
There's three basic conditions where people can take over. One is where you plan to harm yourself. Mm-hmm. Two is where you plan to harm somebody else. And three is where you're what's called gravely disabled, which means you basically can't take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm. I think that's me.
Yeah. You border on that,
Right. Yeah.
What?
So what do you got, eating disorder, Carly?
I think so. I don't know. I just wanted to talk to somebody.
But think how many people have eating disorders and are not committed. It's a very hard call to say somebody's imminently going to die or plans to kill themselves because of eating disorder.
Be upfront with your therapist and take care of your eating
Here's
disorder.
what this is all about, Carly. You don't want to get well. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Because
33 pounds.
Carly, they're going to make you get well, and you don't want to do that.
33 pounds. How much do you weigh now?
123.
Mm-hmm. And you want to get down to 90?
Yeah, well, I'm short. I'm 5'4".
5'4".
Once I do that, then I'll stop. But I just want to talk to somebody because I think I'm going about it the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll start with the dietitian.
90 pounds is a little bit light for 5'4".
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dietitians are $15 a minute.
All right, Carly, here we go. You just don't want to do this. That's the bottom line here. You don't want to. You don't want anybody to tell you what to do. You know you're doing something dangerous, but you don't really want to change. That's the bottom line. It's the bottom line.
I just don't know how to,
There's a piece of you that's healthy, and it wants to do what's right. You can either do it or not.
It's starting to scare me a little bit about how I'm doing things.
That's right. And you're going to harm yourself, and you know you are, but you ain't about to stop. So it means there's a lot more going on here you don't want to deal with than just the eating.
Well, let me explain this to those who have this eating disorder. And I know Drew always yells at me for trying to talk a little sense into people that have a disorder, but here goes anyway for Carly and anyone else who's trying to do it. In your mind, when you look in the mirror, you always see a fat person. Even at 90 pounds, you're going to see someone who's fat. As a society, and this is what you really need to be focusing on, pleasing society.
Well,
thank you. 90 pounds is abnormally skinny and grotesque in its own way.
Unattractive.
And I'll put it this way. Most guys I know would take a chick that had 10 extra pounds on her, maybe 20, rather than one that was sort of emaciated.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, especially when you're a man like Drew of extreme passion, where you could physically hurt somebody of that size. Weakened bones, smaller pelvis areas, less muscle and flesh on them. Drew literally snapped them like kindling with his passion. You understand?
Yeah.
So, as screwed up as you are and as bad as you feel about yourself, and as, you looking in the mirror seeing a fat chick staring back.
And that's going to solve everything.
There's got to be there's a part of your mind that can throw out some numbers, can dial the phone, can talk to us. And I am telling that part of your mind that 90 pounds and 5'4" is grotesque looking.
Okay.
Okay?
That's right. But that this decision to make things good and to manage your feelings by correcting all your problems with weight loss, that's the bigger issue here. There's something really going on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's, but good times.
Good times.
Good times. Yeah.
Of course.
All right. She's got what? Should she just start with OA or something, or what should she do?
No, she needs a professional in her life, either it's a dietitian or therapist, whatever. No one's going to force her into a hospital with the way she's thinking at this stage of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And start taking direction. It's all very simple. No one can force you to do things you don't want to do, but there's a lot more going on here than you realize.
Speaking of eating, by the way, and oh my God, I swear to, I've been effed in the A by this. Literally the last two times I went out to eat, which is we went out to eat. I went out with Drew last night.
Was that last night?
That was last night. Wanted the prime rib. The reason I wanted the prime rib is because the last time I went out to dinner to a different place a week earlier, ordered the prime rib and was told it was a mistake. It was not on the menu. That shouldn't be on there. Now, here's the whole thing about ordering, everybody. Man, when you see something, it is a visceral, primal reaction. I mean, when you think about ordering food, and especially when you're hungry, and especially when you're not at the falafel joint. You're at a place that has, 40 different types of meat.
You've been looking forward to it all day.
You're looking forward to it. But, I mean, even if it doesn't matter if it's fish, if it's pasta, if it's chicken, whatever it is, you taste it, in your mind. You taste it, you want it, and you sort of lock into it a little bit.
Yeah.
And when you have the discussion with the waiter/waitress about it and then make your decision, even if it was between this one and that, it's between the T-bone and the prime rib, once you establish one, when they come back and tell you we're out of it, it's like you're ready just to pick up and go home. Yeah. Like, it's devastating.
The train has left the station at that point.
It's just gone.
Yeah.
And whatever comes after that is fine, but it's not
what you wanted.
I'm not going to be a drama queen and say the night has been ruined by that.
But you did say that. You said that last night.
Yeah. Maybe I did.
Maybe not for radio, but you actually said it in person.
That may have been the wine talking. But the point is it is substantially cut into the evening.
And the waitress sold it to you with all kinds of extra sort of descriptions about
that. You want the cut. You want the end cut. That's usually
horseradish, cream horseradish.
And cut's a little well done.
And it goes
done.
well with
the
cream mushroom.
And then I said, well, I don't like the end cut because it'd be a little dry, but I don't want the pink center. She's like, well, we'll give you a center cut. And we'll toss it on the grill for a minute. We'll cook it up. We'll heat it up. Oh, yeah. And I'm picturing that horseradish sauce and stuff. And then they come back. And here's the thing.
Timing on that's key, too.
When you come back and you don't got that prime rib, you need to come back. You need to have an offering, first off. You can't have that, FYI, out of the prime rib, get over it, and let's pick something else. No, here's what you need. I need, listen, Adam, can we talk? Yeah, what's up?
It's an emergency.
Not here. Not here.
Let's come into our debriefing room.
We go out to the car. Smoke cigarettes. What's on your mind, baby? Out of the prime rib. Oh, hold on. Shh, easy. No! I start climbing out of the car. Adam, no! Don't do anything stupid. You take it out on yourself, man. Okay. And we talked about other meat options, and I brought this in. Yeah, that's what I need. I need to be debriefed. Like I need that. You know what I need? Like the counselors that were waiting at the school after Columbine.
Yeah.
I need that group. I need that team to come out.
Then you need some compensation too, right?
Okay. Now this is what we're talking. We're talking. Look, we're knocking $10 off the T-bone or the fillet.
Yeah, and it's good. And then you need to be debriefed.
Yeah.
That's just the intro. That's to get you on board.
Yeah.
And then it's
okay. Here's how it has to go.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam, good news and bad news. First off, good news. You're getting $20 off.
Anything you want.
Anything you want.
Except the prime rib.
But, I swear to Christ, all you got to tell me is we're going to throw in one more stock of asparagus, and I'd probably be happy to give you an extra dollop of sour cream on the potatoes. Something, that whole, we're out, get over it. What's next? There should be lawsuits against restaurants, but they should have to just give you the, and it's not even here's the whole thing. And then we got to go to break, Drew. But here's what I'm saying. It's got nothing to do with money. It's being let
easing
down.
You in. It's easing you out of the letdown.
Yeah, like if you said, look, we're out of the prime rib, we're going to comp all the sides tonight. You go, huh?
Yeah. The reality is they could say,
and you just tip them twice as much.
This is Rita. She's a massage therapist.
Yes.
She's going to give you a rub down. Now, during the rub down, I got to have a conversation with you.
I was devastated. And, the food was great, but the whole, I just spilled warm out. The whole time I'm eating, it's like, this could have been prime rib. And I would argue, being out of the prime rib is not like being out of the salmon.
No.
This is a visceral. This is fat and horseradish and burnt flesh. Yeah.
It's a ritual, too. All right, here we go. Breaking.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be right back.
1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
Drew,
Adam,
guess how many Terrific Scents X deodorant body spray comes in?
I bet 6.
No, it's more.
8.
No, more.
9.
No, 7.
Oh.
I think I screwed that up. Anyway, 7's enough, right?
7's great.
Yeah. Hey, yo. LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's my partner, and on again, off again lover, Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800.
Are we off again?
No.
We only say that when we're
okay.
You're
Off
out.
again, on again. How about that? The ass is half full. Dr. Drew, fresh off his triumphant trip to New York City. All right. Now, when we left off, no,
Chris, you?
It was a hi hat. When we left off, we're speaking to
Becca.
Becca is 14.
Hello?
Becca met a guy when she was in Los Angeles. She lives in Minnesota.
And he's 16. They met out here, and he's since flown twice to Minnesota. How does that work? How does a 16-year-old manage that?
Well, I think his dad pays for it, or he might, I think sometimes he works and he, earns his money and he comes out here.
But don't you think, hold on a second, don't you think his parents might have sort of issues with that?
Well, he lives with his dad, and he's not, in touch with his mom at all.
Ooh.
So
Is dad real wealthy or something?
He's not, they're well off. I don't know, how wealthy they are,
All right.
And
how about your parents with this guy coming out? Are they okay with that?
Well, my dad isn't as much, but they really like him and they trust him, and I guess they respect him. So he stays at my house, and I think they feel as long as they have the control under their roof,
And so they've let you stay there. They feel he's under control. They trust him. And so what's the question?
Okay. Well, there's kind of 2 points I wanted to get across, but...
What's the question?
Okay, when he was here, well, this is, my first time doing anything, sexual. Well, not my first time, but this is the only guy I've done stuff with this far.
What's the question?
Drew thought he was going to ride a little ironic momentum into parents trusting. So he thought, let's try some decent radio. We'll do a segue because she's one breath saying my dad trusted him, and the second one that has to do with getting semen out of fabric because they already flipped the sofa pillow once.
But no.
Drew thought for a second. Thought for a second he was going to get one of our callers to go along with him. Hey, and he made a valiant attempt after the third time. She didn't want to,
wasn't going to give.
One more time. No, Drew. You understand?
That's why you give it.
Getting our callers to do anything, it's like trying to get your cat to do something.
You're right.
It's just zero.
Yeah.
And the more you want them to hop up on your lap,
I got to get a laser pointer.
the less you're
at them.
You need a squirt gun.
Yeah.
All right, Becca, what is the question?
Okay, well, I gave him oral sex, and he did the, he did the same for me. And recently he told me that he had a cut on his genitalia. He got it, and he told me that it really hurt. So the next day he goes and he gets it tested at, the hospital, he said, or something.
Yeah.
And they did, blood tests and everything, and he has 80% chance of having herpes.
Yeah, it sounds like herpes.
Yeah, and he that day he called me up and he's like, this isn't going to change anything between us and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I love you.
That's
and
nice.
he's like, but I think I got it from you. And then I'm like, because there was a whole other part of him lying and cheating, and then I forgave him, and I guess he did some stuff like that with some other girls too, but didn't tell me about it.
Have you had any? Do you get cold sores in your mouth?
Yeah, when I gave him head, I had a cold sore, and he I didn't really think of anything of it, and then when we were making out, I guess he got one too on his mouth.
Yeah, but your cold sore on your mouth is also what gave it to his penis.
Yeah, that's what he thinks. But
No, Becca. That's what did it, for sure.
That's what he thinks.
For sure.
I'll let God decide.
For sure.
What if it was from any other girl that he could have gotten?
It'd be too wild a coincidence that you should have a cold sore, transmit it to his mouth, him having no previous knowledge of that, not understanding when he sort of thought he had a cut on himself. He wouldn't have announced it, if he had tried to hide herpes or, or known he had outbreaks before.
Dad down at the kitchen. Yeah. Kid comes out. Oh, somebody slept late. Really?
Can I make you an omelet, son?
I'm doing a lumberjack stack. What are you in for? You like the pure maple or you like the boysenberry? I gotta tell you what, son. I'll give you both. You got a pubic hair in you. No, other side. Got it. All right, son, sit on down. Can I do you for some fresh squeeze? What the hell you think is going on? True, that's it.
What?
You can't build a wall around your house.
I'm building bars. Just like a jail.
Listen, oh my God,
with lasers.
You got that daughter. You got that crazy wife. It's
tripwires.
It's gonna be dressing her like she's on Sex in the City when she's 13. She's gonna be wearing bolos and stiletto heels. You watch that wife of yours. She's gonna be dressing. No. Watch out. You watch out. You watch out. Let me tell you where you keep that daughter of yours. Yeah. Don't go down. Go up. You put her on a weather balloon. No, just tether her to like a weather balloon. All right.
No tether.
No, she'll get away. She'll get away.
All these crazy guys will shimmy up.
No, you tether at the top of the house. In World War II,
dirigible pole.
They used to have
dirigible poles.
They'd have, they had the cables. They had a whole netting and stuff. They would hang. They would just hang those balloons up there for dive bombers. Right. Get tangled up in them. Yeah. Just get one of those couple 100 feet of cable. One of those, size of a camper. Strap her up there. Give her some trail mix. You got to pull the thing down. During the winter, it's up to 3 times a month. You got to bring it down. Meanwhile, she gets an education up there. You send her up, you grade her work, and send her back up. And she just hovers above the house.
Wireless internet.
Yeah, send her up there. Yeah. She gets the wireless internet. She gets a laptop. She's up there. When she wants to come down, she signals you by throwing a shoe onto the roof. That's how you know. And that's when you reel her. You reel her back down. You let her get out of the harness a little, move around, and crap her, and right back up. That's how you got to raise her. Raise her like a dirigible.
Okay.
All right.
All right, back up. Let's get her back.
Hello?
Yeah, back up.
So I was just wondering, what are the risks for me? Would I have it for the rest of my life if I have it oral herpes, or how?
Yes, you have it. You have it in your mouth, and you will have that for the rest of your life. So whenever you have an outbreak, if you give somebody oral sex, you will transmit that virus. Now, you could also do it even when you don't have an outbreak, so you also obviously have to be very, very careful. My concern also is, did you get genital herpes, since this guy did the same for you, as you said? Do you have any symptoms?
What are the symptoms? I don't see anything. I don't feel anything.
Okay. All right. So you're probably okay that way.
Are you living with your dad and your mom?
What?
You're living with your dad and your mom?
Yeah.
How big is your house, by the way?
You pulled this off.
It's pretty big. I don't know. We have a guest. He stays in the guest room, and then we have a basement. And sometimes they leave because they're not always home.
Oh my God! What is up with parents? They're not always home.
No, what do you want? This guy's flowing in. Oh Christ! When I was 16, I was begging one of my friends to let me try his moped.
Begging.
That was it. Just I'll go around the block. You can hold my ceramics project. No. I was probably begging my parents to get me a yearbook or something at school. I was flying from L.A. to Minnesota, banging around with a 14-year-old, flying back multiple times at 16. Holy crap.
Well, but let's make sure we answered all her questions. One last swipe with Becca. No. Becca, was there anything else?
Yeah, so then should if I ever have any more activity with other people, should I tell them?
Well,
I think you should.
Yeah, especially your dad he may start flying in people internationally to screw around with you. I mean, he may not limit himself to the contiguous United States. He may be going into Canada, into Europe, even the Middle East.
In a way, it's sort of quaint. This guy's telling you he loves you and he keeps coming out. He's interested in you. He's into you. But at your age, this isn't likely to last, with the distance and all involved. Even though he seems to have the resources to kind of overcome some of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is 14.
And there's the internet. Yeah, I know, 14. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but almost 15.
No, she'll be 15.
Yeah.
Not really almost. She'll be.
When? Just for kicks.
12 and a half months from now. Okay.
Last brush.
Becca, when are you going to be?
When's your birthday? What month?
May.
May?
Yeah.
May what?
8th.
May.
All right.
March, April, May.
Not close enough to be
3 months.
You're 3 months away from your birthday.
Yeah.
All right. That ain't almost anything. Yeah. Chris?
Hi.
Hey.
Wow.
Thank God for Chris. What's up, baby doll? You're 23.
Yeah. My question is, I've been married to my husband for almost 2 years now.
It's funny how I'm married to a husband.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For about 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't been able to have an orgasm with him, but the guy I dated before him, I had orgasms with him. So I'm curious as to why I'm not able to have one with my husband.
And does your husband know this?
Yeah, we finally decided to call because, he knows so.
Okay.
And he knows that you're not having them, or he knows you used to have them with somebody else?
He knows
Both.
that I have had them in the past, and that I'm not having them with him.
And
all right.
Let's take a little break here and then tackle this, shall we?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we have some more questions, and we hopefully have some answers here.
Well, the last guy, it could be anything. He was hung like a black rhino. He was a black rhino. Actually, and it's the crazy positions and the toys and the added partners. And
I really loved him.
And we were in love, and I was attracted to him.
He was great looking, big shoulders, muscular.
Broad at the shoulder, narrow at the hip. All right. Everyone knows you don't give no lip to Big John. They should write songs like that now, Drew. All right. We're going to take a break. We'll get back with Chris, 23. I like that. I like the sort of progressive nature of their relationship. The husband wants to give her an orgasm. He's a secure enough guy. He's not taking it personally. We're going to work this out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out after this.
Hello. This is your radio. LoveLine will be right back.
Every hour, 2 Americans under the age of 25 are infected with HIV. Protect yourself. Call toll-free 1-866-344-KNOW.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew on 105 Alternative, San Francisco.
Who is this, Anderson?
This is the Strokes, Adam.
It's my Strokes, yeah. It's my band.
Sounds very
my new song, yeah. It's my band. This is a song that's playing when I enter the bar.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You've changed your song.
I may have changed the bar. Now picture me walking in slow motion.
Yeah. Hair blowing back.
Hair blowing. Leather jacket. Slung.
Oh, your hair doesn't blow.
Slung. No, but I'm moving in slow motion. Chicks, ladies, checking me out, sliding their glasses down, looking at me. Guys in fear. Guys getting ready to rack up a cue. Getting down, ready to break. Looking up. No, look in fear. Bartender, everyone knows.
And here's what they notice. Here's what they see when they look at you. When they notice. I know.
Here's what they hear, Drew.
Well, it's what they see. Representative of what they see.
Drew, forget it. You screwed up the whole joke. Here's what they notice.
I'm too tired.
Hey, you guys realize that I'm the one who came up with that whole little bit that we've done numerous times?
Yeah.
Yeah, this little pat myself on the back a little.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Wait, yeah.
Someone's got to do it.
As soon as you're gone, I'm going to take credit for it. And then people will tell me it's a lame idea, and I'll say, well, Anderson thought of it.
That's my move.
Yeah, that was Anderson. He started playing the goofy music. That was the original. My original theme song.
That was Jimmy Eats World, who's another band that we should talk about as our friends of the show. That were
nice guys. Yeah, we'll get them back. Anyway, Chris.
Hi.
All right, so we're gonna work your stuff out. I like you guys.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Now, Chris, this is my song. Picture me entering the bar.
Yeah,
All hits turning.
Oh, yeah.
Walking in slow motion. Guy scared. Chick swooning as I pass by. Again, that stride, that confident slow motion stride.
Yeah.
Just see my boots. My very
beginning of
expensive
Saturday Night
boots.
Fever.
Yeah, moving along the floor. Jacket slung over. Oh.
Chris hears this.
That's right. All right. Now we got the joke right. Okay, last boyfriend gave you an orgasm. Through intercourse, through oral sex, or through both? Through intercourse.
Ooh, boy.
Tall order. And now, your current man, husband, he can he give you one through oral sex?
No.
Ooh. No.
In oral sex, I've never had one because I get to like this certain point.
Yeah, it gets overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's uncomfortable.
I'm that way too, except for then I come. Other than that, we are the same.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I bet your man could get me there.
Oh, I don't think he'd want to get you there.
Well, you have to ask him.
All right.
Okay, so, blah, blah. Now what? We're pea-footing around the issue. But what is so different about what the new guy's doing versus what the old guy's doing? And if the answer's nothing, then tell us.
Nothing. If I talk, nothing that I can think of. I mean, I even
How about you get on top and grind away a little bit? Give yourself, a little stimulation.
We've tried that, and I really don't like it.
How about the vibrator? You ever try the vibrator?
I don't like those. I've tried them, and I don't know. They just don't do anything for me.
Okay. Are you on any medication or birth control pills now?
Birth control pills, yeah.
Is that a new thing for you?
No.
You were on that with the previous boyfriend?
Yeah.
Same exact pill?
Yeah.
Are you on any other medication?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had children since then?
No.
Mm-hmm. No. How dare you?
Was there something about the old guy, like, I don't know, you know, was he, I'm not talking about penis size here, but I just mean his attitude. Was he a bad boy or something?
No.
You know?
The only thing I can really think of that was a difference is he weighed a lot more than my husband. So I'm thinking maybe if he was on top of me with all that additional weight.
Was he fat?
Maybe that was doing something.
Was he fat?
Yeah, he weighs a good 50 to 100 pounds more than my husband.
Right. Well, he doesn't need to be fat, though. Your husband could be, Ichabod Crane, and this guy could be a linebacker.
Yeah, well, yeah, my husband's very, very thin.
Yeah.
Well, interestingly, the guy was telling us, a sociologist, guy who studied some sociology, was telling me that there was a study that tried to control for everything, every variable, and the only thing that they could associate with the probability of women having orgasm with intercourse was the size of the guy, the width of their shoulders.
Really?
Isn't that weird?
Huh.
That's just, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but that is out there as some data.
Well, I mean, the orgasm's a sort of primitive wiring.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just wired into a very visceral, primitive thing that wants to be taken by a larger species, form of the species.
Wants to keep those genes perpetuated.
The bigger genes.
The bigger genes, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to crap out any dwarfs. Interesting.
Does that sound at all plausible for you? Can you?
She doesn't know.
You can't connect.
I guess it's a possibility.
But it's not something consciously you have any awareness of.
No.
All right. Okay, so here's the whole thing. What about Viagra for someone like Chris? Maybe you try it. Maybe it kickstarts you.
It's not a bad idea. The things like Levitra, Cialis now are being Viagra.
Give one of those a try. See if it kickstarts you.
You can talk to your doctor about it. That's a good idea.
You don't head into the bedroom with an agenda or a mission. You don't have to reach the moon every time. Just see if you can fire up the number 1 and number 2 rockets. And then if you're going good, you get to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going with that sort of agenda, let's see if I can outdo it.
Well, the guys are the ones. Glory. Yeah, the guys are also the ones that get screwed up about that. They gotta fix things like it's a science experiment.
They do, but women screw themselves up by the expectations too.
Yeah.
Orion?
Yeah.
You're 24?
Yeah, I'm 24 years old.
What's up?
What's up?
I have these sores on the bottom of my feet. It's been probably about 4 weeks now. Mm-hmm. And then I was running a whole bunch too, but I shower at the gym. And then I started putting antifungal cream on them. I have really sensitive skin. And then
what's your question exactly?
I'm trying to get rid of this stuff, and I keep.
Well, listen, Orion, you're not a dermatologist.
You know he's not a dermatologist.
You can't quite describe these things to me. You got to take to somebody.
Well, he smokes a fair amount of weed.
Are you addicted to any drugs or anything?
I started taking something called Grispig.
That's for fungus.
Right. I had that I picked up some fungus from.
Well, the doctor, actually, Griziofulvin, which is what that is.
Grispig?
Griziofulvin. It's
Holy Christ,
it's actually
the world's worst name for a drug.
You got to get back to the doctor and see what is going on. I wonder if it's almost related to the medication, because that's an unusual medication to prescribe for.
All right, back to the doctor. Hey, you go to podiatrist?
Or dermatologist.
Mario.
Yeah, what's up?
You're 19. You have a split stream of urine.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Only in the morning.
Well, not necessarily in the morning. Sometimes if after having gone for a while, like when I start to urinate, it'll go up in 2 streams.
Yeah. Have you ever had any sexually transmitted infections?
No.
And are you sexually active now?
Yeah.
Are you wearing a condom?
This happened before that also.
Mm-hmm.
It means there's a urethral inflammation. The tip of the penis is basically kind of inflamed, and that can be. Some people get that just from wearing a condom. Some people get it from STDs. It's just something you ought to have investigated just to make sure it's not something funky going on.
Drew, you were telling me
it's usually nothing. It's usually nothing.
I think you said off the air you had that, and it turned out just to be a piece of Duke that was stuck in there.
Yeah, but it was yours, so it was very, very touching.
Right. I remember I was thinking, I'm missing some Duke. Where is it? And I was like. Drew's like, oh, I got your Duke.
Right here. Come on, let's go to break.
All right. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, everybody now.
LoveLine will be right back.
This hour brought to you in part by Axe. Experience the Axe effect.
It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's disgusted Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Let's get back to Lorenzo. So anyway, listen, Lorenzo.
Yes.
So anyway, Lorenzo took exception to my... we were talking at the beginning of the show whereas Michael Jackson, his young boy, seems to be a young Hispanic kid. And I was saying I think it's a little easier to get away with that in the culture. You got a better victim over there than you do a young Japanese kid. Or
more likely to have a victim with with a darker skin.
You're playing your odds. Like, here's my point. Here's what I'm saying.
Right.
If I'm going to molest a 10-year-old, I pass by the Jew and the Japanese kid, the black kid, I go to the Mexican kid. I think I can pull it off with that kid. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe, let me put an alternate spin on it. Maybe you're just looking for a victim.
But
no, I like the brown. I like the milky brown skin.
And you're more likely to come across one of those first, just playing the numbers.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. All right.
That's what I'm doing.
But
yeah.
Okay.
In Southern California, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Southern California.
Listen to me just 1 second, okay?
All right.
The way that you put it, okay, I remember this, like I was telling you just now, in the interview with Stuart Copeland. And, he asked me where I'm from, and I said from Peru. And before that,
you guys, he was saying that you guys can recognize, whether a person was abused or has something going on her childhood through her voice. I don't know if you remember that.
Well, we can though.
Okay, all right. Okay, but now when Suro Coppola, he asked me, where you from? I said, I'm from Peru, and he started talking in Spanish, and we, just a good time. And then, he said, oh, you can tell by his voice that, he wasn't, abused as a child. And then, Adam, you said, well, if he's from Peru, on that country is normal. Okay,
it's normal to have abuse.
What I'm saying is,
it's normal there to be sexual abuse in Peru.
You are not an a-hole, okay? You are my guy. I really like you.
Well, you got that part wrong.
So,
you got that part very, very wrong. All
right, but listen.
Okay, so
David, you made your point, and I make my living off of stereotyping. Please don't get in the way, because one day I will stereotype against a group other than yours, and you'll be happy that I stereotype.
You always
see what I'm saying?
But you do. You stereotype. You don't leave anybody out.
No, including my own family, for Christ's sake. Listen, I got ideas. I don't have time to research everything.
Well,
Thank you.
You were going to tell some research you've done with the Garden Grove police.
I went out with the Garden Grove police once, and the guy told me he worked on, I'm not going to mention the officer's name, but he worked in the child services, whatever, with the molestation and the juvenile, whatever. And he said every single case he goes on is Latino. And that's probably most of the population of that group, so that's about 80% of it. It's not like he's working the Beverly Hills beat, but I had a talk with him, and he said it's a little more popular in that culture, and it's stuck. That's all.
I really think it's rural poor Mexico. And a couple generations ago where that got going.
Well, listen, you're going to live at home until you're 25. You're going to get nailed by Grandpa eventually. I mean, that's the long and the short of it. Diana?
Hello?
You're 14?
Yeah.
You're, let's see, what does S&M stand for? Knows what it means.
My name is Brianna.
What, huh?
My name is Brianna.
Brianna, okay.
Yeah.
It's not Brianna.
It's not Diana like it says there.
Right.
It's Brianna.
Yeah.
Which is like Brianna, but it's Brianna?
Probably one N instead of two N's. Right? Or whatever.
Well, no, I'm curious. Do you spell your name the same as Brianna and pronounce it differently?
I spell it B-R-I-M-A.
M-A? Brima?
No, B-R-I-A-N-A.
Like I said, one N instead of two.
Oh, that's Brianna's two N's.
Yeah.
What the hell kind of name is Brianna? Smoke detector. All right. Brianna?
Yeah.
Now, we didn't hear it. It must be about
I'm going to need you to move a little closer to the smoke detector. And don't tell me you don't have one, because I heard it.
I don't have a smoke detector.
Yes, of
move
course
closer to the one you don't have, then.
There's something. Look in the ceiling or on the walls. You'll see a little round disc.
I do not have a smoke detector.
Okay, do me a favor.
Be quiet for a second. Then.
Just be quiet. Hold the phone away from your mouth. Just hold it up into the air.
Okay.
Okay, hold it up there for a second. We're usually at 38, aren't we?
Yeah.
This one, I think, must be around 50 because we didn't. What's she doing?
I don't know. Brianna?
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
I heard a smoke. I heard the thing.
Oh, I definitely heard it.
Well, how come we can't hear it?
Because it's going to be it's not going to be a normal periodicity in it.
No, they're all between 30 and 40 seconds.
Did you just shut a door, Brianna?
Huh?
Did you just shut a door or something?
No, I just turned off the TV.
Turn off the
Sounded
TV.
like the door closed. Are you standing where you were standing
when you started talking to us?
No.
Go back to where you were when you just began the conversation. Are you there now?
Okay.
Okay. All right. What part of the house are you in?
In my room.
You're in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Is this where you were when you were talking to us when we were talking about the smoke alarm?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
But the TV was on then. It's off now.
Maybe something came from the TV. Do you live in an apartment?
No, a house.
You live in a house. Is it a newer house?
No.
Yeah, but that could be 1993, right?
Right.
How old do you think the house is?
Chicago?
It was built about 40, 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And no smoke detector in the house, huh?
Nope. Well, in the house, yeah, of course, but not in my room.
Okay.
We'll go to the nearest one.
I cannot leave my room at this. It's like 1 a.m. right here.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's asleep.
Mm-hmm. Where's the nearest one? In the hallway?
I have no clue.
Mm-hmm. Your parents not putting one in your room means they don't love you, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make sure to tell them that.
My parents not only didn't have a smoke detector in my room, they kept oily rags, and they let a hobo play with a Zippo lighter next to it while I slept.
Nice.
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
Back in the back porch, made of toothpicks. Brianna Anderson, it was at 1:04. See if you can find a tape of that for us.
No, it wasn't at 1:04. It was at like 59.
I'm not going to stop the whole show for
He's
that.
not going to stop the show. Come on.
I thought he'd
go on your wild.
I'll play one for you if you want to hear one. I mean, if it's that important to you.
No, it's just driving. It drives us. Look, listen, we're like prisoners in the studio. Have to figure out ways to occupy ourselves. That's Anderson playing it. All right, so listen, Brianna.
Mm-hmm.
You had a question?
Yeah, she wants to know what the S and the M stand for.
Right?
Yeah.
Sadism and masochism.
Huh?
Sadism and masochism.
What's that?
That's what S&M stands for.
So sadism means you like to do stuff to people, and the masochism part's like doing stuff to you, right?
Right.
Oh, okay. And I just want to say I was listening, and before when you were talking about the whole religion and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? About forgiveness and all that.
Yeah.
Atheism.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Okay, she ran out of steam there. I wish you could go back. You know what I like about, you know what I love about our callers? It's like you go, listen, I want you to go toward the smoke detector in the house. We don't have one. I know, you have to have one. And then we heard one. No, we don't. You don't? There's no smoke detector in the house? No. And then 5 minutes later, I know we heard a smoke there. Yeah, it's not in my room. Was I that stupid at 14? Or is it stupid meets combative?
Yes.
Stubative?
Stubative.
It's just stubative?
Stubative, yes.
Like, I didn't say the smoke detector in your bedroom. I just said your house has no smoke? No smoke detector.
Speaking of disgust, I got to talk about the newscast on Friday night. I saw with this 2020 episode about a guy getting amnesia, and he was so clearly a trauma survivor with bipolar mania. And they presented this story about this guy forgetting who his wife is, as though it's just like on a soap, like a Gilligan's Island episode where a guy hits with a coconut, and now he's ginger. It's like, he forget. People want to believe. No one consults about what. I was sitting there thinking to myself, what it reminded me of is that song Ruby Tuesday.
Goodbye.
Lose your dreams and you will lose your mind.
Yeah.
You know what will happen to you if you lose your dreams, Adam? You lose your mind.
Yeah.
Everyone knows somebody that's lost their mind because they stopped having dreams.
Sure.
Everybody.
Sure.
Yeah. Never happened. Never happened.
Well, listen, look, you can't, look. Here's the whole thing. Whenever you watch the news, whenever you read an article, whenever you read the news, if it's ever about you, you know it's totally wrong. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If you anything you ever read about yourself is just off.
Right. In other words, if somebody's quoting you or giving a report about you,
if someone did a story on you, it would be wrong.
Yeah.
So now everything you see on TV that isn't you,
worse.
Assume that it's wrong.
Yeah.
Assume that if that was you, it wouldn't be accurate.
Right.
And therefore it isn't. Stupid.
Then the Jay McGraw thing followed that, and that just was...
Drew doesn't like Jay McGraw selling more books than him.
No, I don't like that.
Because his dad's Dr. Phil.
I don't like that. I don't get that.
He's going to write a book for teens on how to lose weight.
I don't like that the press doesn't ask questions.
They're just a bunch of ass-kissers. Look, listen, this is the publicist. The publicists, if they hardball them, then they don't get them next time. It's just but it's more publicists being. The publicists are just they're leeches on society. They're the pariahs. I'd like to just get. Here's what I like to do. I'd like to take all the publicists and all the attorneys and just pack them into one cannon and then pack it with ass and fire it into the ocean and just be done with it. It's a much better society. No publicist. No no attorneys. What a utopia we'd be living in, Drew. This is just publicist crap. Screw them. David?
Press supposed to be...
yeah, hi.
What's up?
Anyway.
Well, I had Florida or Germany for you, Adam.
All right.
Raise our spirits.
All right. It's Germany or Florida, by the way.
Well, I had a quick question, like an actual LoveLine legitimate question, real quick. Just a really quick one.
Yeah. All right.
I just want to know, my friends and I have been arguing over this. Okay, is it true that, like, the term threesome and the term gangbang have two different meanings? Like, a threesome has to be two girls and a guy, and a gangbang has to be two guys and a girl?
Whatever. Gangbang implies more men. Threesome could go either way.
A gangbang implies multiple penis. Here. Okay, let's break it down. We never broke this down before. Gangbang means more than one Johnson.
Probably more than two.
Probably more than two. Yeah. Because if you thought you were going to take on a gang of two guys, you wouldn't really worry about it.
Right.
All right. Yeah. So gang means three or more.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the penis.
But it's not girls.
One vagina.
Right.
That's a gangbang. If you start including more vaginas, now you got an orgy on your hands.
Right, that's right.
Okay? And then a threesome can be of any mixture, but or the same.
But when
although three guys going at it is technically, I guess, still a threesome, but in the eyes of God.
But if a guy brings it up, when a male brings it up to a girl,
says threesome.
He's talking about two girls.
He's talking about
almost to that exception.
Right. All right.
Germany or Florida, make us happy.
All right. So I guess I'm not supposed to say where.
Hold on. That's Pink singing the theme. Go ahead.
Okay. I guess it happened actually like a while back. There was I guess some like political turmoil going on, and it became like pretty intense. Like this one guy actually developed like a pretty big hatred towards like members of like the Jewish race and everything. And it actually became like legalizing like the massive genocide of like millions of like Jewish people actually.
Was that Florida or Germany?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, where'd that happen? Germany or Florida?
Most our callers are stumped. Well, wait a minute. Now this seems too obvious to be Germany.
Come on, it's a joke.
They wanted to legalize. What do you want to do? He wanted to legalize?
Like the genocide of millions of Jews.
Did he carry it out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it actually, I believe that World War started over it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I was screwing around.
Yes, he's
all right. I'm so
well
naive.
done. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't ever call again. All right.
I like that.
Believe me, Kelly Osbourne doesn't know who we're talking about.
She's expert in World War II.
I only bring her up because I was announcing that women don't know anything about war, and she fought back feverishly, explaining that, yes, we do. I do. I'm studying it in school. My father is from England. I know all about the war. I said, okay.
Who are the Axis powers?
Who are the good guys and who are the bad guys? Oh, please. That's not fair. It's not fair. Like,
you are the weakest thing. Goodbye.
It's like saying, I know everything about cars. It's like, okay, how many wheels on a car? Oh, that's an unfair question. No, it's not. It's the world's easiest question. We're just, I didn't ask you about the cam timing. I just asked you how many wheels on a regular car. Yeah, that's what that was. Unfair.
No.
All right.
How dare you?
How dare
you?
Listen, and then she got mad at me for laughing at her. But my whole thing was just don't pipe up.
But then we had a woman call who was an military expert.
Didn't know anything either, or knew something, but not that much.
Stuff, yeah.
Here's all I'm saying. A lot of people piping up in this society about stuff they don't know. It's not like me. I know everything. I'm talking about the incest and Latino cultures. I know what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying, Drew?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I have data.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk to... now, look. Is this person's name Chevelle?
Yeah.
Chevelle?
Yeah.
Is that your name?
Yeah.
That's your real name?
Yeah, after the car.
All right.
Yeah. That's
a bad sign, boy. That's serious white trash right there.
I know.
Your dad was... your dad was he's in the Chevelles?
Yeah.
Collects them?
Huh?
Thinks it was a travesty that they were discontinued?
Oh, I don't know. I really don't know
those types of things that still complain. That
you don't know your dad? Oh.
No. But I know I was conceived in the back of a Chevelle.
Perfect. And yeah. It's a good thing you worked...
White trash. Okies.
You could have been in a Daihatsu charade or something. I mean, it could have been worse.
Yeah.
Chevelle at 16 doesn't... And the Chevelle would be 25 years old.
My dad was a Chevelle man. And let me say this once. Let me say to all you white trash idiots out there with your stupid wife beaters and your bad mustaches. I watch these crappy, all I watch is car shows when I get home, and I see these jackasses. Oh, there's Chevelle, all this. They love all that American muscle. Let me just tell you something about your beloved American muscle car. Straight axles in the back, just drum brakes and leaf springs, pieces of junk.
GT40.
Junk.
GT40?
GT40 was barely a production car. They made 7 of them. They didn't even make them. How dare you?
Wow.
All that other stuff you guys get nostalgic about, though, all those Corvettes, all those Mustangs, there's about 3 of them that are nice. The rest are junk. All that Chevelle, all that stuff, all that big bunch of iron blocks and iron heads and 1950s technology. Just junk. Just pure junk. Please, get over yourselves. Those cars suck. Thank you, Chevelle. Go ahead.
Okay, well...
Tired of all these idiots from Florida with their bad mustaches talking about Mustangs and coming in their pants. These cars are junk. Go get in one. Go drive one. It's just junk.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, sorry.
Now that you got that out... Okay.
So your dad named you Chevelle and then split?
No, my mom named me Chevelle. My dad split before he even knew my mom. Well, as soon as he found out my mom was pregnant, he took off.
All right, what's your question?
Okay, well, I'm 16, and my best friend, her parents know that I've been going through a lot of family troubles.
Ew.
And they said because this happened about a year ago, that things started getting really bad. And so they said that they would be willing to take me in as one of their kids, because they've only got 2 kids. And anyway, but my question is if I go with them, if I live with them, then I would have to call social services in order to get it legally, like them as my legal parents.
Right.
Yeah.
But if I do that, I would be taking chances of having my other little brothers and sisters taken away from my parents.
Taken away to a place of safety.
Yeah, I don't want them split up, like not seeing each other.
You'd rather have them together in hell than split apart?
Well, no, because they're not treated the same as I am.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Well, the social services don't rush in and take everybody away. You know?
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 2 little brothers and a little sister.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stepdad is the one that's mistreating you?
Criminal, and stripper. That's what I hear.
Is the stepdad the one that's mistreating you?
Is what?
The stepdad the one that's mistreating you?
Well, it's kind of my stepdad. He's like an alcoholic, and my mom just doesn't like me. We constantly fight, like, all the time. And she's constantly saying how, like, she regretted having me and things like that. And she found out that because I cut myself, and she found that out, and she grounded me for, like, a month for finding out about it.
Oh, that kept you from cutting.
Now, how old is little Pinta Vega?
Stephanie?
Pinto Vega. I know Pacer has a weight problem. You had to see it coming.
Grandma's Italian.
What?
No, what? Your other friend? They named after cars or?
No.
No.
They're named after family members.
Oh, they're named after other places they were conceived, like cot, lawn, and haystack.
Couch.
Porch sofa. Come here and do your homework. Hey,
Chevelle, here's the deal. Chevelle, get out of there. It's fine.
Hey, lounge chair.
Social services, we're all for it. They will. Their job is to improve things, not to make things worse.
All right.
Just go ahead and do what you need to do.
All right, and baby, don't act out now. Don't get pregnant.
I don't want to. I'm still a virgin. I don't want to.
Good. Yeah. Good.
I'm talking
I don't want to do that.
Look, here's what you all need to do. You all need to do the exact opposite of your parents.
Yeah.
If you have crappy parents.
Thank you.
Yes, you need to remain a virgin for as long as you can, get good grades, get an education, and have a fruitful and healthy life.
Yeah.
Yes, and do that, and then wave your money in front of your parents and taunt them. That's what I do.
Adam does, yeah.
That's what I do.
He makes a point of that.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was quite an illustrious experience with you with those dollar bills. They were $1,000 bills, weren't they?
That's what I do. Yeah, I show up at my dad's house and I crumple up $5 bills and I throw it at him. And I yell, hey, old man, get me more gravy.
Start smoking $50 bills.
Yeah, I know. I actually light Cuban cigars with a $50 bill. And then I like I said, I crumple up 5s and 10s. I throw them at my dad. More gravy, you. And I yell at my stepmom, yeah, more hollandaise sauce. And I just start screaming everyone. And then I pelt them with money. And then once in a while, I grab a handful of quarters and I throw them in the hallway and watch them scurry. Watch them scurry after it. And then I laugh.
Maniacally.
Oh, no, all my laughs are maniacal.
That's true.
All right. It's good times. We're going to take ourselves a break. We'll be back.
Dude, you got issues.
Call LoveLine.
1-800-LOVE-191.
Hey, everybody. It's Adam.
And I'm Dr. Drew.
Here to talk about Axe deodorant body spray.
Yes, sir.
You spray that on, you give Stink the Axe. Hey, yo, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. All right. Tina?
Yes. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, I'm 20 years old. My boyfriend's just about ready to turn 33 here on Sunday. And we tried having sex tonight, and he just can't keep an erection. And it's been kind of going on now for a little bit, and it just kind of hurts my feelings because...
Hold on a second. You confused me a little bit. When did you first try to have sex?
Going on for a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been going on for like maybe, I don't know, 2-3 months now.
When did you first try to have sex with him?
When did I try first having sex with him?
Yeah.
Oh, God. So we had sex yesterday, and it was...
Didn't she tell the story as though this was something that had just happened, and then she said it had been going on for a while now?
Yeah.
That's my confusion.
Well, stop being confused, because I knew what you meant.
What does she mean?
Well, she just... What she's doing is she's trying to soft sell it, like, oh my goodness, this happened, and then this has been going on for some time. You know, as you scratch beneath the surface, you realize there's maybe a little more here. And she's been having some feelings about it, like she's not feeling attractive. Tina?
Yeah, that's totally true.
All right.
I mean, because I'm not unattractive. I mean, I'm not like, whoa, she's like really hot, but I'm like definitely pretty good looking for, I guess, what I am. But,
what are you?
What am I?
What are you?
I'm like half Asian, half Italian.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Baby, you don't have to apologize for that. Yeah. You're a little nutty, but I like that. That's a good combo. Let me tell you something. The Asians, they need to be cut just a little bit.
Cut down?
You need to step on them.
I mean, cut with a little baby powder?
They need to be stepped on. Yeah, like when you got some pure cocaine and you step onto it with a little baby laxative.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when you get the mixture just right. And that's you, Tina.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's a good combo. That's that Eurasian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, he used to smoke, it's not smoke, like snort crystal meth. And he smokes a lot of cigarettes, and he smokes pot. I don't smoke pot anymore because I get anxiety attacks from it. So I don't know if that's probably the reason why he's not.
That is at least some of the reason. Certainly, crystal can do it. He's probably still doing a little speed or something. The pot can do it. Cigarettes absolutely can progressively restrict the blood supply to the penis and have ultimately a profound effect on the blood supply.
What's up with this guy? What's he do for a living? I don't trust him.
He is a parts runner, which basically he gets like things from one company and he has to send it to another company.
Does he physically drive it over there?
Yes.
Yeah, and listen, I love the way you describe things. He has to send it. No, he doesn't send it. He schleps it.
He's handed it, and he gets in his car.
He gets on his
bicycle,
on his moped, and he drives it across town like some sort of drunken mule.
Yeah,
this guy's 33. I mean, this is serious loser behavior here.
Yeah, he still lives at home with his parents.
Yeah.
Oh my
I know.
God!
It's really bad. I know, but I really like him.
Sure, what's not to love?
And he's an untreated addict, Tina. Untreated addict.
What do you got going? What's wrong with you?
Can't keep an erection.
What's wrong with me? I don't know, a lot, I guess.
Evidently. Your dad was an alcoholic?
No, he used to abuse me when I was little.
Oh, all right. Well,
He's different now. Like, he loves you, Adam Carolla. He loves you to death.
All abusive guys do. All abusive guys like him.
Is this the guy, the Italian one or the Asian one?
He's Italian.
Yeah, paisan.
Come here and give me a hug.
But, Tina, he didn't drink when he used to be abusive to you?
He used to drink, but I guess he would just started having, like, high blood pressure and stuff.
All right, but that's what I'm talking about. He's an alcoholic, and in his disease, he was abusive to you, and so now you're very attracted to alcoholic addicts.
All right, look, this guy is a loser.
Oh, I know.
All right, now look, just are you so scared to be on your own that you can't be without this guy for a few short months until you glom onto some other guy?
No, I guess I can, because, I mean, I went from a relationship that was, like, really good, and I still really like the guy that I dumped, and I kind of...
Yeah, you dumped him because he was available. It was a real relationship. You can't tolerate
this
that.
This guy's no good. You need a little therapy. What are you doing with your life?
I work as a retail clerk at, like, a company.
At a company.
Yeah.
Fine. And listen, it doesn't matter. You're 20.
Yeah.
You got 20 years before I'm going to screw with you.
Stop and shop.
Plus, you're Asian. So that means you got potential.
Gap, Benetton. She could be Benetton.
Yeah.
Actually,
they got all those colors over there.
What?
I'm actually really stupid. I mean, it's pretty evident, right?
No.
That's not. It's not a cognitive thing, not an intellectual problem.
Yeah.
It's an emotional problem.
It helps, though. But no, this is just your dad screwed you over. You're attracted to the wrong guys, and that's it. It's not about being stupid.
How come people can't get the fact that attraction comes from trauma? They just can't. They can't get it. They can't get their head around it. It's nowhere in our culture. No one teaches it.
No. That's all right, Drew.
It's kind of frustrating, isn't it?
It is, but then I start drinking, and it all goes away.
Yeah.
All the troubles, all my troubles melt away. Pour myself a nice glass of red wine.
You're going to be like one of my...
I got TiVo and
You're my Empire State Building. When it comes time to treat you, it's going to be...
TiVo and booze.
I mean, it's going to be a monumental project.
Forget about the booze. You will work on that TiVo. It's about 70 hours of that each day. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I do? I go home, and I watch TV for about 2 hours, about an hour, 45 minutes when I come home at night. I watch about 180 hours of programming. I just watch I watch Modern Marvels on the building of the Golden Gate Bridge. It's an hour-long show. I watch it in 14 seconds, and then I switch on. I'll watch whole movies, watch everything. Then I watch movies on DVD. I watched Smoking the Bandit too the other night. Took about 11 minutes. Jerry Reed singing a song. Better fast forward through that.
It's about the entire content.
Yeah, come on. How dare you attack my Smoking the Bandit movies? Abraham?
Hey, hello.
You're 18.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Bakersfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's trouble.
Very much.
You got to think about getting out of there.
We just played Bakersfield.
I can't... somehow... Is it Abraham your real name?
Yeah.
Abraham in Bakersfield?
They're going to run you out of that town real soon.
He just stopping by.
Yeah. You're not long for that town.
No, I'm not.
All right, so what's up?
I was just wondering how you and Drew get along outside of the show.
Swimmingly.
Yeah, well, let's put it this way. We talk on the cell phone on the ride home every night for 22 minutes.
Because we don't do enough talking on the radio together.
Yeah, I mean, you want to hear gay. Let me give you gay. We leave the radio station at 12:00. What do you think it is? 12:02 and a half?
At the latest.
Yeah. You know, it's funny if we have to take a picture with somebody and get out of here at 12:04. We're angry.
Yeah.
All right. We leave here at about 12:02 and a half, maybe 12:03. Get in our cars. My phone rings, and then Drew and I speak until I get into my kitchen. Once I get in proximity of my TiVo, then of course I got my booze, my precious, or my medicine as I call it, and then my TiVo, and that's it. But
No, Drew, I am, by the way, and let this be a lesson, everybody. I don't know what kind of lesson, but I got two partners. One is Jimmy and one is Drew, and I get along great with both of them and still I go to Jimmy's every Sunday for 8 hours and watch football. I really enjoy hanging out with him. I really enjoy hanging out with Drew. You don't have to hate the people that are around you. You can surround yourself with good people and enjoy yourself. Abraham, that's why you need to get out of Bakersfield. There ain't no Jimmys or Drews in Bakersfield.
No, you're right. There's not.
All right.
Abraham's lighting up the highway there, getting out of town.
All right, buddy.
Do you guys ever get in arguments outside? Have you ever done that before?
No, our fights are on the air, almost without exception.
I'll tell you what we'll get into arguments about is once in a while Drew will try to undermine my authority when we're talking. Here's the thing. The way stuff traditionally gets done around here at LoveLine is I threaten not to come in at a certain point. Yeah. And Drew will always try to make it nice. Like when we wanted to move studios, Anderson said, could you push back your ultimatum date where you won't come in because I'm going to be on vacation? And
asshole.
I said, no, I can't do that. And Drew said, why can't you do that? And I said, I'm because a date's a date, and that's when I stopped coming in, like I did with the security guard, by the way. Trying to get a security guard for 8 months. Cheap sons of bitches wouldn't get us one. Just walking out into a dark parking lot and walking out into the street every night. So eventually I just said I'm not coming in after this date, and lo and behold, it's great management, by the way, where you just have, every time you want something, you have to threaten not to come in, otherwise you won't get it. But anyway, Drew was saying to Engineer Anderson, no, let's push the date back. Come on, Adam, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And that's what Drew does. He gets in the way.
He doesn't like just Drew, though. Everyone.
No, but he's right.
Listen. Every three-toed sloth around here wouldn't move for anything.
But the whole LoveLine team was sticking up for me, except for you.
That's the team that's going to die in that dump known as Westwood One. That's the team that couldn't move the goddamn show for a year and a half. What do you mean,
hang on a second. Anderson, don't personalize Anderson. What he is actually getting onto is actually a serious problem I have, which I'm very codependent. Very. I don't set limits well, and if I see somebody who needs something, I'm like, okay, let's help that guy.
Therapy.
Yes, sir. Well, better than it used to be.
Drew's too good. Yeah. But in the process of being too good, he's
it undermines. It undermines. That's right. It's not right, and I don't even know I'm doing it. And that's where you somehow think I have a sinister consciousness that's operating that's like a Stewie inside me operating the controls.
Yeah. Then I just start yelling at Drew. Yeah. Listen, if you're not going to do anything, just shut up.
Which is fine.
Yeah, see, there you go.
But you're better off with me just shutting up.
Yeah.
To get stuff done, yeah.
No, I mean, let's try that now.
All right.
Ready, go. Okay, that's good. I was thinking about the other day, someone was talking to me about, remember when your wife gave that crazy Asian guy my cell phone number so he could try to sell me knives? And he called me, Pan, and he called me Sunday morning at 9 o'clock. Once in a while you start talking about a story that happened, and there's ones you sort of waxing poetic about or nostalgic about or whatever, and then you start telling stories and you go, what the F was she thinking? What was that? She gave this guy who was barely a stranger to her. I mean, she knew the guy a little bit, but not too good, and this guy was the most obnoxious man ever born, and he wanted to sell Drew's wife some knives, so Drew's wife said, and he probably said, who else could I sell some knives to? And she said, how about Adam Carolla? And he said, fine. And she said, here's his cell phone number, which while I was telling this story and getting outraged yesterday at the office, I was thinking, I bet she went to Drew, and Drew gave her that cell phone number.
I'm trying to remember if that's in fact
what happened. Which sounds about right.
That does sound about right.
And then this son of a bitch called me on Sunday morning. It was like 9-something and wanted to get together. And I was like, who is this? I don't know who this is. Oh, you don't know me. I just want to sell you some knives. And then I finally agreed to buy some cleavers off this a-hole, and the guy just turned out to be a sociopath. Let's go buy some cleavers off him for like $120 a piece. Let's buy one for me and one for Jimmy. And then he got so bent out of shape about the fact that I wasn't buying the Paul Bunyan set for $8,000. I finally told him to F off, and I wasn't going to buy his crappy cleavers, and then he went nuts. What an idiot that guy is. Jesus Christ, and what the hell is your wife giving my cell phone number for? Do you realize how crazy out of bounds that is? Do you realize how far your wife is spun out into the stratosphere?
Well, how about the fact that I probably
How about the fact that you gave her my number? You got to, Drew.
Not just remember, a guy's bringing knives into your house.
Yeah, okay. Let me say this, please.
He was a high school student at my kid's high school. Going off to Brown. Yes.
Oh, God.
He's now comes back every year and coaches my daughter in volleyball.
Keep an eye on him because they're going to open a knife throwing act. Your daughter's going to be on a piece of spinning plywood while Pan throws steak knives at her.
That's just Pan now.
That's just Pan. Jesus Christ, like they hit him with a frying pan. That's driving me nuts. All right, but anyway, here's my point, Drew. Your wife's a little nutty, fine. That's your thing. You dig it. Fine. That's good. I can see that. Everyone's got their own thing going on. That's fine. You, though, being the sane one of the two, have to realize, like, you need, like, a safe word for society. You know what I mean? Like, hey, my wife's a little nutty. She doesn't really have boundaries. She likes to just sort of steamroll. She does her own thing. Fine. That's her thing. You're attracted to it. And like I said, I can see that. But you're the one who has to slide in as the voice of reality when she starts wanting to give Pan my cell phone number so you can sell me knives Sunday morning.
But I don't have good boundaries either, and that's the problem.
Yeah. But no. But you're the sane one.
I
you're
need
the sane one of the group.
Well,
that's where you got to start thinking.
Both of us need to have better boundaries. Right?
Well,
That's what you're talking about.
Listen, I don't blame her. Like with her, it's like if animal escapes from the zoo. You don't blame the animal. You got to build a bigger fence. Well, I mean, look, she does her thing. You know what I'm saying?
No.
She does her thing like the animal at the zoo does their thing. They do their thing. You're not going to stop her from doing her thing.
It hurts her very much to hear you talk about her like this.
Well, someone should say something. She should hear this. She does her thing.
What does that mean?
I mean, she's got energy. She's going to do her thing. Here's what I'm saying.
You like lap dogs?
No. Here's what I'm saying. I don't mean this. I don't want to launch off into too big attack. What I'm saying is I appreciate your wife for the kind of person she is. She's fun to hang around with. She's got her good qualities. I can see why you're attracted to her, and I see all that stuff in her. I also see that she's set in her ways, for lack of a better term. Yes, we all should strive to be better, but I'm not going to put that kind of pressure on her. I look at her as she's her. That's her. She does what she does. And we all know people that are this way, by the way. You love them.
Yeah.
You hang out with them, but there's people that just do what they do.
Right. Which is pretty much everybody.
I'm putting your wife into that category.
All right. But that's my problem, too, because I do what I do, too.
You do, but I think you have more potential for lateral movement.
Okay.
And at least should have more.
Okay.
I hold you to a slightly higher standard.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And for someone who's been through as much, read as much, and done as much as you should have a little light going off in your head when she's asking for my cell number so Pan can sell me a knife. Yes?
Cleaver.
All right. We're going to take a break, then we're going to take calls after this.
LoveLine.
We'll be right back. Yo, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Alex.
What's going on, Adam?
You're 20.
Yeah, I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah?
It's concerning, I heard about this product on sports radio. It's called Therapin, and supposedly it makes your penis bigger.
Oh, well, it must be true then.
Yeah, if you heard it on sports talk.
It has to be true.
No, actually, the reason why I have, I'm curious about it is because, they claim that it's been FDA approved. And basically, you do some exercises when your penis is not erect.
We had this guy call. We had a guy call last night about this.
Yeah. Look, here's the thing. If you want to dangle a weight from the end of your dork, it will make it longer eventually.
Yeah, well, actually, it's not a weight. I mean, it's exercises that you do.
Yeah, I know. It's called tugging off.
Okay.
Now, don't bother with any of this nonsense.
So it is all...
Listen. Just please, everybody.
The guy last night had a larger penis that wouldn't get hard, if you recall. That was the call last night. So it's not necessarily good for you.
Yeah.
Wouldn't get completely tumescent anyway.
Speaking of blowhards, let's turn on some sports radio.
There's you get the ultimate blowhard. You get guys that have to start every sentence with, I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah. I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'll be honest with you. Peyton Manning is in the top 5 of NFL quarterbacks playing in this league right now. That's right, I said it. I'm honest with you. I'm open phone lines. Oh, shut up. You ever tune into these guys?
Yeah, I know. I don't like it.
What are they talking about?
I don't know. I'm not one of those guys that can listen to sports talk very much.
I always love it when, well, first off, I love it when the guys refer to the team as we.
Yeah.
I love it when the fans are we. And then I love the guys who call in and want to rearrange the lineup when they go, yeah, we're feeling pretty good about our victory over Cleveland Monday night. I think if we took Isaac Bruce and moved him out into the flanker position and then started Warner, we could, it's like, what, we? You live at your mom's house and play with yourself most of the day, and then the rest of the day spent playing electronic battleship. What do you mean we?
As soon as they lose, though, they always say they.
Yeah. Well, what happened with the Rams? What happened with your Rams? Well, they lost. They didn't execute. They didn't listen to what I said. And then they win. It's we again. And they just sit around talking about bizarre hypotheticals over and over and over again. And then the sports talk starts where the baseball season ended 10 minutes ago. They're always talking about, we may get Pedro Martinez during the offseason. You know, it's all this off-season discussion they're having. The goddamn season's not going to start for 3 months. Really? Can anyone care about a season that has like 160-something games in it? Really? Pivotal game 28? Out of the 168? 163 or 167 or whatever? Oh, Jesus Christ. Listen, everyone, just play the sports and watch some football on the Sundays. You don't have to call in the goddamn radio shows. Jason?
Yeah, this is Jason. Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, you're 20. What's up?
All right, let me tell you the problem, and then I'll ask you my question. The problem is it takes me anywhere from, I'd say, 30 minutes to an hour to finish when I'm having sex.
I'm going to be totally honest with you, Drew. I'm saying Jason's taking too long to come. There, I said it, okay? I'm going to be up front with our callers tonight.
All right, I'm glad we got that.
All right, thanks, Jason. Line 1. So that one, too. They got to punch everyone out and go everywhere every 10 seconds because they don't have anything to say. Joanne! Yeah, you're with the guys. Hey, let me be honest with you. Your teacher stares at you. I'm going to be honest with you. That's out of line. Thanks, Joanne. Let's hop the line. Let's go to the hotline. Emily.
Hey.
Yeah, line 3. You and your friend began boozing at age 14. I don't condone. Let me be honest with you. I'm going to be straight out front. I'm going to say this, Drew. I don't care what anyone says. Not appropriate for 14-year-olds to be alcoholics. There you go. You heard it. I said it, and we're going to stand by it. I know I'm going to get flack for it. It's the other thing, too, this imaginary flack.
Right.
Yeah, because
that's so important.
Yeah. Yeah. You're starting Ricky Williams in your fantasy football league. You're going to get a lot of flack. What the hell are you? Oh, you? How old are you guys? You're adult males, are you not? Jason?
Yeah.
45 minutes. It's half hour to 60 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
are you on medication?
No. This isn't even, this is just the beginning. The question is, am I doing anything that could hurt the woman, like, in the long run? Like,
yes, it's not going to, yes, you can.
You could blow a hole out the back of her lower spine.
You certainly, it can irritate the heck out of things, and I guess could predispose to, well, certainly urinary tract infections. And, again, I need to ask some questions. Any medical problems?
No, not at all.
And how long does it take you when you're by yourself?
Probably like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
10 minutes.
I mean, when I'm by myself, I mean, I don't just start out of nowhere. I'm already pretty excited. You know what I mean?
When you're by yourself.
Yeah, like I'd be, watching some porn or something and getting excited, so then I'd crack one off.
Yeah, but 15 minutes ain't cracking one off. That's dragging one
long,
out.
15 minutes. I'd say somewhere around 10. Isn't that what I...
Okay, well, you need to apply the Corolla method. Time-honored Corolla method
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Of masturbation. Sex is good, but it's not the real thing.
Yeah.
So bring around sex to the real thing.
See if you can shave a few minutes off that masturbation.
But and then whatever technique you use.
Yeah, get in that position. Yeah. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
All right, guys. Bottom line, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? One call's all you need to make. Call the date line. The date line.
877-889-DATE.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
This hour brought to you in part by Axe. Experience the Axe effect.
San Francisco.
Well, that's it. Another fantabulous show.
Mercifully
done. All right. Thank God for Dr. Drew. So, until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Wilkins Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.